Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Katie Weaver Show. This is Katie. I'm your host. I am so happy to be here. Sorry, I had a little glitch there in the beginning. My countdown should have started, and I don't think it did, but well, whatever. We're here now. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. If you're listening live, it is the 2nd of the month of February already. Uh, Thank God. I mean, did January feel like it was a whole year all in itself? But it's about 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I'm just happy to be here. I want to let you know that I am live streaming this event from my Facebook page. You can find that by heading over to Facebook. Look for Katie Weaver Domestic Mystic, or the same on YouTube, Katie Weaver Domestic Mystic. And I'll share the live stream into the chat room right now as well. So you can find the chat room by heading over to 12radio.com. Click on the chat button and you'll be redirected into the Facebook chat. And if you haven't entered before, you will want to ask for entry, but my producer Scott is standing by and he will gladly let you in the room. So that's where it's at. You'll see my banner at the top of the page, and that's where a lot of people are chatting. So you can come and chat with me there, or you can just chat with me in either comment sections in the live streams. I am keeping an eye on all of them. Pretty good multitasker that way. So wherever you post, I will be sure to see it. So we should be able to get to some readings by the end of the show. Yeah, and we have lots of ground to cover today as well. So hello to Lillian, to Mary, to Renee, to Pamela, to Tiffany, to Sid. Good to see you guys all here. Let me jump back into my other program here real quick. Yeah, glad to see you guys all popping up. I hope that you are having a decent week. Real shift in energy. We're still all over the map. There's no doubt about that. But at least physical energy has come up. Last week was kind of heavy and hard to swim through. And this week, that's a little bit better. So I'm glad to see that. Hey, Maureen. Yeah. So, seeing the physical energy coming up. I don't know what I'm talking about. Definitely helps a lot. So, anyway, I'm just glad to see you guys. So, we do have plenty of ground to cover today, per normal. Let's take a look at Luminous first. So, as you probably know, Luminous is a magazine that I publish every Tuesday. Some of my work and some help from my friends. And oh my goodness, I had so much tech trouble this morning. I didn't know if it was going to roll out or not. Mercury did go retrograde a few days ago. I am not usually a big fan of blaming things on Mercury, tech stuff, but wow, today was hard. So I'm actually just really grateful that I was able to get it published and out the door. I was afraid I was not going to get it done before the show, which is usually my goal. But at any rate, it happened. I got it there. So let's take a look. If you're not in the chat room and you want to follow along with me here, just head over to katie-weaver.com and you can find it right there as well. So let's go and take a look. So the cover, of course, says Valentine's-y because, I'm feeling it, feeling the love. My note. I spent the weekend on the couch. I haven't felt very good. I don't know. I've had a little bit of a cold and my thyroid is really wigged out. And so I've been taking a little more downtime than normal. It bugs me, to be honest. I hate taking downtime. I lay on the couch and, think about all the things that I would rather be doing. But I also know my body well enough to know that if I don't do that, I'm not going to get better. So it requires the time that it requires. And I know that. I just don't really like giving it. But it is what it is. You can't be stupid about it. So that's where I'm at. Feeling quite a bit better, however. So that's good. But anyway, however, I have had a lot of time to cuddle dogs. Yesterday, I was gone for most of the afternoon, and my dogs were so sad by the time I got home. They get really used to getting the attention that they get, poor kids, but it's okay. I called this week's magazine the In Bulk Blessings edition because early spring or midwinter was yesterday. It's so exciting. This is a lovely time of year. You know, we have the very beginning hints of rebirth starting. And I know some of you guys got buried in snow here in the last few days, so you might not be feeling it, but you are getting all that moisture that will bring those flowers eventually, right? And we still have snow too, of course, but I can sense it. I can feel it coming. Our days are longer, definitely noticeably longer. Feeling the urge maybe to start some seeds, plant some things, start that rebirth happening. So that's kind of where I'm at. I gave you guys a few ideas of things you can do to celebrate in bulk. You can light a candle. Traditionally, in bulk blessings would include a fire. I didn't do a fire. I can't get to my fire pit quite yet, but I could light a candle, which I did do a bit of spring cleaning and visit a favorite body of water. Those are all things that are symbolic of in bulk. So, we're going to talk today about magical housekeeping and give you guys a few ideas of things that you can do to refresh your space and cheer up the energy or clear up the energy there. I'm sure we all could use a little bit of that. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. And of course, we'll do some readings and our regular stuff as well. But that's what I'm thinking about is this in bulk energy and how do we usher it in? Okay. All righty. Bitch scopes this week. Let's see. Let's take a look. Bitch scopes, of course, are written by Miss Kelly. And let's read Gemini this week. She says the end of a confusing period is coming. This could be something regarding a romantic relationship that has been unclear lately. Interestingly, this is likely more about the ending of an illusion you've held. Mercury is your ruler, and in retrograde, you can gain a new perspective. You'll be grateful to see the reality of a situation, so it's nothing to be scared about. Interesting Gemini. A few changes afoot, it seems like. Be sure you check out your bitch scopes over here in Luminous, or I know Kelly also posts them at One to Listen, and all of our great scopes are over there. So take a peek. All right, my tip this week is joyful mopping. Is there such a thing? There is. We're going to talk about it more when we talk about magical housekeeping, but joyful mopping. Combine 1 cup of white vinegar, a half a teaspoon of dish soap, no more, 15 drops of bergamot oil, 3 carnelian crystals, just little guys, and 3 gallons of hot water or so, depending on the size of your bucket. Put your hands over the bucket and bless your magical mop water with the intention of spreading joy. And then as you mop your house, really envision that white light being brushed across all of your floors, spreading joy throughout your house. Maybe listen to something joyful while you go. Do some things that make you feel good while you clean to help continue to raise the frequency in your house. So that's what I'm thinking about. Okay. Let's see what else Luminous has to offer for us. Caroline's column is the beginning to meditation. Great ideas about getting started if you would like to be a meditator, but you're not. Some ideas about getting you going. All righty. And then, of course, Christy pulls a card from her Kindred Spirits Energy Oracle deck. The pause card, or sorry, it's the Gaia card. Ooh, I missed something there. See, I told you I had tech trouble. Everything was just a little tough. So the Gaia card, stability, grounding, being centered, time to reconnect, going outside, and the root chakra. So if your connection to Gaia is not in place, you may be feeling scattered, disconnected, in a place of fear or instability. The crystal associated is garnet. The meditation is Dear Gaia, please support me in grounding to the energy of the earth, reconnecting my roots, and finding my foundation. Love that. All righty. The Magic Monday message from Melissa. Here comes the sun. Yes, Melissa, we will take it. Of course, she lives in Florida, so she's been getting the sun. So I did hear Kat was my guest yesterday on the One Two News show She said Florida's supposed to drop this week and get cold, and that just makes me sad for those iguanas that get cold and fall out of the trees. So I hope everybody is well. Last year, there was a case of a guy who gathered up a whole bunch of iguanas that had frozen and fallen from trees, and they're not dead, they're just incapacitated, filled his car up with them, and was driving down the road, and they warmed up in his car and came to life and scared him so much he wrecked his car. So don't do that. Definitely don't be doing that. Oh, that's so awful. Also, the thought of walking down the street and having an iguana fall out of a tree on you or right in front of you, yeah, not good. And I'm not afraid of iguanas at all. That's still, that's a chilling thought, I think. All right, the crystal for this week, black tourmaline included quartz. All righty. So, going on over at True Crime Paranormal this week. You know, I have a podcast and video cast with Christy over on YouTube and pretty much every podcast carrier that you can listen to. And we have all kinds of new cases this week. Our first two cases that rolled out this week, the Brianna Maitland case. This is a quite famous case of a girl who vanished, I think in 2004. And she one of those where she vanished without a trace, and unfortunately was missing for a couple of days before anyone realized she was missing because of her living circumstances, and was just in the wind. There's never really been any leads. There's never been anything. So I presented the whole case. She also wrecked her car in a really weird way. So I presented that case to Christy, who did a cold reading on it. And then Christy and I did a joint case that rolled out this morning called Ken Rex McElroy versus Skidmore, Missouri. This is the craziest case about a guy whose name is Ken Rex, who went by Ken Rex, both names, who was a town criminal. He was a pedophile. He was a thief. He would shoot at people. He did shoot people. He burned people's houses down. Like, he did every terrible thing you could think of. Like, he was your ultimate villain. And these people could not get any help from law enforcement or satisfying help. Like, he never went to jail. He was finally charged in a crime and convicted, but didn't go to jail initially. And the townspeople had finally had enough of it, and they came together with some vigilante justice. So this case is about that. And then all of the other terrible things that happened in this town after that happened. So, and then, of course, we'll have one more case this week, and it is our missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls case for the week. One of our commitments at True Crime Paranormal this year is that we will do a weekly MMIW case, because the US and Canada both have got a terrible problem with missing and murdered Indigenous girls. And we don't seem to be doing a good job with it in either country. And we have to do better. So we're trying to bring a lot more awareness to that issue. So anyway, that's what's going on at True Crime Paranormal. So you can certainly go visit us at True Crime Paranormal on YouTube or on our podcast. We also have a membership program through our YouTube channel. You can join our membership. It's called Spirit School. This is currently the only way to take a class from either one of us. This is the way we're doing it. So it's a $14.99 a month membership. And for that, you are allowed into the back office where you can access and attend. They're live streamed, one guided meditation and 2 classes a month. So this month, on the 14th, Christy is leading a self-love meditation. On the 23rd, I am teaching a 3-card oracle spread class. And on the 28th, Christy is teaching attachments in relationships. So we're having a lot of fun with Spirit School over there and have a nice little community building. And I would love to see you click on that and you go through the process, and that's how you do it. So come to Spirit School, you guys. It's fun. We're having a great time with it. All right. Well, that's what's up with True Crime Paranormal. Anita and the Masters. I'm going back to Luminous. I know. I'm all over the map. Anita and the Masters. Anita brings us Goddess Brigid or Bridget this week. Bridget, of course, is an ancient Celtic goddess celebrated on February 1st in bulk. She is a protective energy with great compassion for humanity. She's associated with fire, purification, light, and getting straight to the heart of matters. Interesting because we're also in Mercury retrograde that tends to peel away illusion. And then we have the goddess Bridget, who is ready to get to the heart of the matter. I could see us in the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks or so have lots of truth emerge. It could be painful at times. I think a lot of it will be very helpful. I feel like that could be on so many different stages, publicly. It could be in your private life. It could be for your personally something that you maybe have been lying to yourself about. But I think we're going to see a lot of truth emerge here in the next little while. It'll be interesting. Hopefully, we can all be bold enough and brave enough to be able to embody that truth, accept that truth. Uh, Her name means bright arrow. She's an extremely powerful goddess who encourages us to nurture our souls, which in turn will help us discover solutions to life situations. Call upon Brigitte. Brigitte. This name drives me crazy only because I've heard it so many different ways. Brigitte. You can say it however you want, really. It's okay. Call upon her when you are dealing with those in power, need protection, when you're seeking clarity, or when you want to bring a light to a situation. And then, of course, Celestial Wisdom with Jamie Dawn, which is a quick video from her about the astrological happenings this week. So that's what's up in Luminous. I hope you find something there that gives you a little extra oomph and guidance this week. That is always the hope, of course. So that's what's going on. Lots of good stuff, I think. I'm hearing from my kids. My kids are all, Mars is killing me. She is in government. She's a senior in high school, so she's in all the government classes right now, which it's been an interesting time to be in government classes considering the wild world that we're in right now. And they're doing their mock Congress right now, and she's the Speaker of the House. And wow, that's been interesting. Some members of Congress that have been harassing her on Snapchat and in the hallways. A member of Congress who approached her best friend and said some pretty terrible things about her. That same member approached the teacher about how he could get her removed as the speaker because she wasn't bringing his bill to the floor as quickly as he wanted. His bill was to buy Greenland. Yeah. Anyway, she's killing me, man. Every day she has government and then she comes home for lunch. And she calls me on her way home and rants all the way home about what went on today with government. So anyway, it seems like being the speaker may not be so easy. But this kid is, her intention is to play college softball while she gets her generals and moves on to a political science degree and then goes on and to become an attorney. Those are her long-term goals, which I am absolutely certain she will accomplish, but it's making me laugh. She's getting a taste of, what it might feel like on a very small scale to actually be involved in politics. But anyway, she's cracking me up. So I probably need some joyful or some at least, magical housekeeping around here to keep her and me sane till she's not the Speaker of the House anymore because she's wearing me out. Yeah. Now, the other two, of course, are both college students currently. Way better semesters. In the fall, we were still like, everything was online. They still are, but everything was online. It was still very COVID-y and shocking, and things were so hard. And they both had hard semesters and just struggled. And now this semester, I feel like they're old hats now at being online. They know what to do. They know how to manage their time, and they're just rolling better. I'm just really, really glad to see it. And at some point this year, we'll see kids start to finally be able to get back into classrooms too. But I have hope, guys, for this year. I have a lot of hope for this year for everybody. But here we are. Oh, Lillian, she's been preparing to be an attorney literally since she could learn how to talk. She's been practicing her arguing skills on me for the last 18 years. And take it from me, I think she's going to be fine. And she can argue you under a bus. Yeah, particularly me. But I actually taught her how to debate. She loves to debate. And she tried to join debate in our high school. And the debate teacher was a homophobic racist who said a lot of things in class that she was really offended by and didn't agree with, and decided that she didn't want to be in debate that bad because it was a miserable class. And unfortunately, I felt bad about that. A debate would have been really good for her. But I did debate in school briefly, and I loved debate. And so when she was little, I taught her how to debate and how to be on one side of an issue or another, even if you do or don't agree with it. And on car rides, she would make me pick a topic and then which side I was going to be on, and she decided which side she was going to be on, and we would have these like ridiculous debates about, things like the sky is blue or ice cream is bad or, just whatever nonsense topics. And I'll tell you what, the kid can debate. I have always been disappointed though that she didn't wasn't able to stick with debate in high school, but you got to know I live in an area where that's a lot the way things still are, and it's been hard for my kids here in a lot of ways because they're very different than most of their peers. Not that they haven't been able to thrive through it, they have, but there have been definitely opportunities that they didn't wanna have anything to do with because of it. But anyway, okay, so let's do a little singing bowl work. I think everybody could use that. I brought the solar plexus bowl today because I felt like maybe what we need to do is a little bit of work to help everybody to brighten up a little bit. Hmm, there we go. My laptop's not charging. Now it is. It's not Mercury's fault. It's not. It was doing this before then. Okay. We need to brighten up, excuse me, and dust off the old, right? That's also the point of some magical housekeeping today, but that something I felt like we could all really use. So I brought my solar plexus bowl. So we're going to play it 2 times. The first time I play it, all I want you guys to do is just envision the singing bowl, the frequency of the singing bowl, just clearing out any energy in your solar plexus that is holding you back, holding you down, that no longer serves you. So we'll do that first. Good. Whew, I needed that a lot. All right, so this time I'm going to play the bowl. I want you to envision your solar plexus. You know, the chakra right here, that right above your belly button that's yellow. I want to let you envision seeing that chakra getting brighter and brighter and brighter as I play the bowl. Brighter and brighter and brighter, enveloping your whole system, turning up your wattage, really, really increasing your vibrancy and your frequency. So we'll do that now. Good. That feels amazing. So let our lights be bright this week. Let us, continue to be able to be a voice for good, for change in this world. Let us continue to be a bright light for those around us that may need that. Let us just continue to build together and work together to make this world a better place. Isn't that where we all want to live? I think so. We've got it right here. We just have to continue to work towards that, right? That's it. Okay. All righty. So I'm going to jump in the chat room here really quick. Tiffany said, I am alive. She's been super sick. Thank goodness. No answers yet, though. CT and ultrasound show no issues with organs themselves and COVID negative. Blood work is not great, anemic, and yet iron, ferritin storage is five times higher than normal. A complete contradiction, not as jaundiced, nauseated, or chilled, so that's good. Oh, good, Tiffany. Wow, I'm going to keep holding space that there's an answer around the corner about what happened so that we can get you stable and not have that happen again and just get you back on your feet. I'm so sorry you've been struggling. Okay, Jane says Max's fur is looking a tad rough. He's got fleas from my sister's dog. Drinking lots of water. If time, a reading please if time permits. Poor Max. I feel like he's settled in to your mom so much better. I know he did a lot of hiding out under the bed there in the beginning, but he does look, I know he's settled in a whole lot better. But let's take a look at that. Drinking a lot of water, though. I would really be suspicious, Shane, about his kidneys and what's going on with him. Um, See what his urine's like. Is it like particularly stinky, or is it particularly dark or too clear? The pee can tell you a lot, but I know when they go in a box, sometimes it's hard to tell, but sometimes the smell will tell you everything. But I would really keep an eye on that because that drinking excessive water really speaks to me about kidneys. And he's an old kid, so we want to keep a really close eye on that. Let me feel into him too while we're at it, though. There is a bit of a blah to him. You know what I mean? When you don't feel horrible, but you don't feel great, like you're just a little blah. That's how he feels to me. He's not unhappy, however, though he doesn't like having fleas. He says that it's making it very hard for him to get a lot of sleep because he's so itchy. He's constantly going at him. But yeah, let's keep an eye on that. I think you're wise to be a little concerned about it. Mary would like a message from Mark for her sister if time permits. Mary, I'm assuming Mark has passed, yes? Let me know for sure. Anything else? Oh, and what's her relation to him too, please? And I can do that. Okay. Hey, Raven. So I don't know. You guys probably know, but Raven and I have a show together along with Kelly on Thursday mornings. We have Strange Phenomena and Mysteries, and it's Strange Phenomena and Mystery Week. Last Strange Phenomena and Mysteries, I talked about all of the missing feet that have been not, well, they are missing. They were missing from someone. All of the feet that have been washing ashore for the last 20 years or so in the Pacific Northwest. That's right, feet. Can you imagine walking down the beach and just coming across a foot? They do have, they're not just disembodied. Well, they are disembodied feet, but they're in shoes. They're not just a random foot. They're in shoes. But anyway, we talked about where they're coming from and why and how that's happening. And now you'll know if you're walking down the road, you definitely do not want to, if you're walking down the beach and you see a shoe, do or don't peek inside of it because there could be a foot. Sid says, if there's time, could you please check in with my dog Patchouli and ask her if strained breathing and blocked sinuses are better, and if her drinking bird style, tipping her head back, is related. Sid, let me tap into Miss Patchouli here. The sinuses are some better. Her breathing seems to be quite a lot better. The sinuses are still a little blocked. I think that they're better than they were, but yes, the drinking is associated with that. Yeah, she's not done yet. She's still got some struggles going on here, but she wants you to know, however, said that she feels so safe in your home and feels so cared for. She said it's something she hasn't felt in a very long time. And she wants you to know how much she loves and appreciates you for that, and that she feels like she can just relax. I think where she has come from, she never felt like she could relax. And she still struggles with that at your house sometimes too, and kind of being hyper alert, but she's really trying. And the fact that she feels like she can just relax and be is huge. That's really important for her and for her health. But yes, a little worried still about the sinuses. She's still not done with that. Jane said, definitely snow, and the blue car is the one I got. I asked you about it and you were correct. Okay. Well, all hail the blue car, and we'll just hold space that it's going to be amazing. And Pamela says, magical housekeeping. Cast a spell to get someone else to do it for you? I'm in. Me too. Me too. I'm sick to death of it. Okay. Okay. Mary said, yes, he passed. We don't know what from. He is her old boyfriend who keeps coming to her and showing her messages across the TV. Oh, wow. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, let's take a peek into him. Let's see. Now I have to go back to the other post and remember his name. Good morning, Laura. Mark. Okay. All right, Mary. I'm going to tune in through your sister to Mark. He's apologizing, actually. He says that in his passing, he learned that this relationship was supposed to be something so much more, and that he got in the way of that. And he wants her to know that he's sorry that they didn't get to have all that they could have had together. Uh, yeah, it's a lot of personal responsibility, Mary, and letting her know that he is going to be waiting for her when her day comes, that he says they have more to do together. It's lovely. It's not, that could almost sound menacing if it wasn't sweet. It is, though. It's coming from a real place of deep reverence, actually, for them and for the soul connection that they have. Yeah. Yep. So he wants her to know that he's okay and that he's around. He's just really invested in her knowing that he's around her. She may have to kind of guide him in how much she wants him around. If he's a pest, she can tell him so. That's okay. But that's what he's doing. He's chilling out, just trying to be close. Yep. Very interesting. Okay. Denise said she brought home. Hi, Laurie. Denise said she brought home a bouquet of flowers for the week. What a great idea! I really should do that too. We could perk up around here. I can see it. I realize I've been keeping my blinds closed way too much. We need more sunshine in this house. All righty. Jane and Mary don't think that joyful and mopping go hand in hand. I know they don't for me either, honestly. But is it a fake it till you make it kind of thing? I don't know. Sid said it has been freezing cold these past 2 days where she's at. She's in Florida too. She said, I did not sign up for this blizzard style climate when I moved to the Sunshine State. I know you guys have had some weird stuff the last few years. Okay. Maureen said, if you have time, may I have an energy clearing? Work is toxic and I'm detaching and putting my focus on searching for a new career. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's never not going to be toxic there, is it, Maureen? It's ridiculous. Okay, let's tune in here with you. Maureen, let's do a whole Merkaba clearing. I mean, it's not just work. You had that slew of health stuff, and it's a pile of things, as you and I both know. So, okay, we're going to tune in here. I'm going to command a Merkaba clearing starting at your feet, commanding billions of many points of light to flood your system now, completely healing, clearing, and releasing. any and all energetic debris, cords, connections, attachments, psychic debris, psychic attack, energy that does not belong to you, and any other energies that could be holding you back or holding you down now, particularly relating to your job, your coworkers, your patients, your clients, and anyone else associated with work. Commanding these energies to be healed and cleared and rendered neutral and inert in all directions of time now, through every cell of your physical body, every layer of your emotional body, and every fiber of your spirit body now. All right, Maureen, just watching that move through you. So Merkabas are many pointed stars in sacred geometry, and they do an amazing job of clearing out the energy body and the emotional and physical body. So I'm just watching that move through you. Yep, releasing a lot of cords. You had some connections to work in your root chakra that were really ready to shift and clear, and in your solar plexus as well. That seems to be the two places you're tethered there the most strongly. Everything else is a little more superficial. All right, big anxiety here in your chest clearing out. Good. All right, really strengthening up your voice here. And then a big pressure shifting out of your third eye, right in the middle of your forehead. Yeah, and getting your crown into balance. Good. All right, Maureen, that feels a billion times better. So I'm going to go back to your feet and command a Merkaba blessing, commanding billions of many points of light to flood your system now, completely shifting your frequency to a deep inner knowing that all is well, to a place of confidence, to a place of success, to a place of focus, and to a place of balance. Commanding these frequencies to shift through every cell of your physical body, every layer of your emotional body, and every fiber of your spirit body now. Nice. And as always, the blessing is much, much faster than the clearing. I'm just going to watch this move all the way through you. Yeah, giving you some good space because you're not your job and you're not that place. That place is just rife with toxic energy, and that isn't you. That's them. And so I'm really hoping here to create some separation between you and them so that you can break through those boundaries and into something so much better that's better for you. Okay, that is done. All righty. It says my daughter has the best teacher she could ever have at home. Thank you. On many topics that may not be true, mostly math or chemistry. Don't come knocking on my door, but I appreciate that. It cracks me up that we have been debaters for a long time, and that's kind of the field she's looking at right now. Makes me laugh. That's definitely what we've been doing. Okay, and I promise I'll get to the other chat here shortly. I know I've been stuck in one place here. Okay. Jane said that story's got her so relieved that she doesn't inspect rogue shoes on the beach. I guess so. Laura said, if you have a moment, can you check in with Mika? I think her stomach is bugging her. I'm suspicious of something she ate, but I want to make sure it's nothing else. She seems fine, except at 3 a.m. the last 2 nights. This dog, she loves to make you get up in the night. She's always been like that. Crazy girl. Yeah, Laura, let me tune into her. It feels like gas pain, like real movement through her tummy. You know how when babies are colicky and their tummies hurt and they think they're hungry even though they're not because their belly hurts? And that's the kind of energy or pain I'm feeling in her tummy. It could be something she ate, but if she does that more than a couple more nights, I'd be looking into it. But that's how it feels. It's like this rumbly, grumbly gas. All right. Laura said, suggestion on cut flowers in your house that you change the water daily if you have any respiratory or sinus issues. That's really important. Yeah, good idea. And honestly, I'm terrible about that. It might be why I don't have flowers. Caitlin, I would love a message from mom. Okay, who passed away if you have time. Okay. Yeah, Caitlin, let's tune into mom. Who knew it was going to be a mediumship day, huh? I saw lots of mediumship requests in the other chat as well. I'm going to get to as many of them as I can. Probably not going to get through everybody today, but you know what? We're going to do our best. All right, Caitlin, tuning into mom. She shows me all this tightness and pressure in her chest. I'm not sure why. Sometimes people will show you like the physical maladies that they had, but that's the first thing when I feel her is that tightness. Oh, sorry, I'm misunderstanding her. She's talking about you. So are we talking about grief? Oh, she said grief and conflicted feelings from you. Okay. So she wants you to know that she's very aware of that. She wants you to know that whatever energy you have towards her and her passing is okay. She wants you to know that she is walking with you now. She showed me that old it used to people used to have this picture in their houses all the time. It was the footprints one, you know, where people are walking with Jesus, and at one point there's only one set of footprints, and it was a hard time in their life, and Jesus says it's because that's when he was carrying them or whatever. I can remember this in my grandparents' house. She showed me that, and so I asked her what that was about, and she said she was showing me that she is here to carry you now. She's here to carry you now. So when you have hard times, she wants to pack you along with her. She said that she wants you to know that your choices are that she's in alignment with whatever choices you choose to make with your life. She wants you to know she's not judging you in any way, and that she just is really committed to your happiness. So interesting there, Caitlin. It seems like maybe there's been some conflict there along the way, but a lot of support from her now, and a real offer here to carry you when you need it. That's very I think uplifting from her and affirming. Now, let us remember that when people have passed away, they still need your uh, permission and request to meddle in your life. So don't forget that any of you that have people in heaven that you would like some support from, you got to ask. You got to tell them what you need. They're just because they're dead doesn't mean they're mind readers. So be sure that you are communicating with them what your needs are and what you would like from them. That's really important. Okay. Oh, Tiffany said her doctor called, so she disappeared, but she's back. Tiffany, I'm glad you're here today, and I'm glad that you're hanging in there. All right. Oh, Sid said I really needed to hear those words from Patchouli. I haven't had such a defensive dog before. She was definitely has gotten more trusting, but those teeny little teeth can do amazing damage. Yeah. I think her allergy breathing problems are complex and that it will take some time. It absolutely will. I agree. But you're doing a good job, Sid. You are, and she knows it. Thank you, Laurie. Rebecca wanted to know about a particular job to look for right now. Rebecca, I'm laughing because I feel like I need to push you into back into food service, and I'm also feeling like you don't want to go into food service. So I don't think you'll go into food service long term, but I suspect that you will probably go into food for a little while in the interim while you find something that is more like what you want. So just so you know, that's what comes up for me. Okay. All right. Denise says, and I promise I'm going to get into the other chat, guys. Denise said, I would love a message. I know I need to move in a new direction, but I can't seem to find the focus to move. Denise, it's because you've had so much upheaval. Your root chakra is a mess because of everything that's happened this last year. So, what I would like to do for you is really ground out this root for you and get you very stable where you are. It's kind of like you don't want to ground where you are because you don't really want to be there. But you're going to have to so that you can then get your thoughts together, get your energy together to do something else. So I'm going to move into your root space here and just really ground it well. Curious about your dad. Is he living? What's your relationship with him? That part of your root that normally grounds to your dad isn't grounded to anything. So we either need to repair that or we need to put it somewhere else. That's part of why you have been unable to get really stable here. So, all right, just fixing the rest of that root. But Denise, if you tell me, what I need to know about that other bit of it, I will fix it for you. That might be a key to helping you get your stability on track here so that you can move forward. I suspect that sometime around June, there is an opportunity coming for you to do something quite a bit different than what you've been doing. And I think everybody around you is going to be wondering what the heck you're thinking, but it's a good thing for you. I could even see you like maybe do something temporary where you travel for a while for work and just kind of pull up roots completely and do that for a while before you drop roots again somewhere else. So let's keep an eye on that. All right, I'll keep an eye here. If I get a response from you, I can fix that other part of your root. I think that's a part of your problem, and I would love to take a look at that. So we will watch for that. Let's see. Okay. All right, jumping into the other chat here. Hello, Deb, and thank you, Lillian. Yes. All right. Okay, Mary. Oh, Mary said that was awesome. He has even written soulmates across the TV. Yeah. She loves him connecting with her. They had a great love that got interrupted by a tragedy that ruined both of their lives at the time. She will be so happy to hear this. Good. Good. Okay. Sharon said, I would love to hear from my daughter, Amber, or brother, Lane. It's got to be Amber. Yep. Sharon said, I just know my daughter, Amber, must be jumping up and down, waving her arms in the air. She's saying, here I am, pick me, pick me. Would be just like her. That's so funny because she is. She elbowed your brother right out of the way. And he did. He did let you do that. Oh, love confirmation from my daughter in regards to selling the house. Oh, that was Deb. Okay, sorry. Talking to two different people. All right, Sharon, you are up. And Amber, I'm not going to be able to hold her back for another minute here. Her enthusiasm and her like just brightness is just totally infectious. This is a girl who I think that in any room probably really brightened the space, or the opposite if she was in a bad mood. I think probably when she was a little younger, she could definitely stir up a tempest pretty fast too. She said, "Who, me?" Yeah, definitely her. How funny. Okay, Sharon, she wants you to know that she knows how much you miss her. She said she really misses just laughing with you and having fun with you and making you laugh. She said that she really misses that part of her connection with you. She did say that she seems to be finding herself really walking with you every day these days, and she knows that you sense her and feel her, and you occasionally see, signs that remind you of her. And she said that connection is all, in place, and she knows it. Yeah. But she is, oh yeah, Sharon said, I'm cracking up. Me too. She is such a bright, funny light. I love her. I did ask her to try to come through in dreams a little stronger so that you can have that experience with her. I think that would be really good for you. But she wants you to know that yes, she's okay. And yes, she's doing well. She said that you often wonder what she's doing. Like, what the hell is she doing with her time these days? First, she said, whatever I want. And then she really laughed and said, that suits me well. I think she's always kind of wanted to just do whatever she wants. But anyway, she said she spends a lot of time around you. She also seems to spend a lot of time around water. I'm seeing the ocean and smelling the ocean and smelling, and seeing waves crash. I feel like she spends a lot of time around water too. But at any rate, she's sure close to you, Sharon. So let's let's watch for some dreams. And hopefully they're just fun and funny ones. That's what I would really love for you. It's just something really light like that. And I'm going to tell you that your brother waved. That was he didn't have anything else. He waved. Oh, Sharon, your family's hilarious. Okay. Deb says, love confirmation from my daughter in regards to selling the house. Deb, can you drop me any more information than that? I just want to make sure that what I'm hearing is going to be helpful for you. So if you can give me any more information than that, that would help me a lot. Okay, let's see. Back to the other chat. I didn't realize we were going to do so many readings today, but that's just that seems to be what we need, right? And as we all know, I am absolutely never in time in charge. Oh, Tiffany was cooking and put some spices in her broth, and they literally formed a heart. Tiffany, what a sweet connection for you! Like a sweet message from your guides that all is well. Denise's dad is here and alive. Okay, perfect. Then I am just going to strengthen that cord connection to his root from you. Good. All right, Denise, that's going to help you, I think, a lot. Whatever's coming up for you, I think it's going to be so different, and you're going to have to be pretty courageous about making the change. Again, I think you're going to have family and friends that wonder what the hell you are doing. But at any rate, you are going to have to, you know, just take a chance, take a leap. You'll be supported in that. Okay, Deb said the closing on the house is the third anniversary of her death. Okay, let's tune into that really quick. Wow, so much mediumship today. You know, I have felt for the last few weeks like the spirit world was super close again, kind of like it usually is sometime in in the fall. All right, Deb, let's tune in on her. Well, she said that the closing date was a coincidence. She feels like that should be a good affirmation for you, though, that this is a good thing. She feels like it is a good thing. She says you need to be unsaddled from this property so that you can move forward. She feels like that just really needs to happen. I did ask her to just make sure that she stays close and helps you to get your next chapter mapped out in a really positive way and to just help move some mountains and help some miracles happen for you. She said too many times in your life you end up having to swim upstream and move a mountain to make something happen that should have been easy and for whatever reason turned out to not be. So she wants to be, you know, here to help things flow easier for you so that there's no struggle here with the closing of the house or with your next chapter. So she's going to be all over that. Sharon says, oh, good to hear from my girl. You pegged her. Yeah. Ah, what a doll. All right. Well, Sharon, frankly, I don't think she's all that different than you. I think you're a whole lot like that. Yeah. Oh, she said she's not surprised the brother just waved. Oh, he wasn't in the best of place when he died. He committed suicide. You know what, Sharon? We'll have a talk with him one of these days. He just didn't have much to offer today. I think he was just letting your bright light shine through there and stayed out of her way. But we'll talk to him one of these days. All righty, you guys, we have done what we do. We have definitely talked down to the end of the show. Thanks for being here. Don't forget, I am a professional psychic advisor at 12listen.com. I am there every single day, and I would love to talk to you. So just come to 12listen. That's number one, number 2listen.com. And look for me, Katie Weaver, and I'd be happy to help you out. And of course, you'll find me tomorrow. I will be here. No, I won't be here tomorrow. I'll be here on Thursday. What day is it? With Strange Phenomena and Mysteries at 10 a.m. And of course, keep an eye over at True Crime Paranormal. I have lots more to come there this week as well. So thanks so much for being here. You've been listening to The Katie Weaver Show here on 12 Radio.